Hi everybody. So I just made this cute little Onigiri pillow. He's not really a little, he's a pretty big guy because there's my hand. But I think he's adorable. I made it with just a towel and some felt and fabric, puffy fabric paint. His face is a little askew, but that's okay. He's looking that way. But here's a video showing you how I made it. Thanks for watching. So for this project, you'll need either a white towel or a white fabric, whatever you want to use. I chose a towel because I just thought it was kind of a ricey texture like onigiri. And then you want some sewing needles, or you can use fabric glue if you're doing it with your kids and you want them to do it. And then I'm using puffy paint for the eyes and nose, you know, for the facial features, but you can also use little cutout poofy balls or cut out pieces of felt. And then I've got white and black thread. You also need scissors. Black felt for this is the nori, the seaweed. And some fill-in. I just got this big bag of polyfill. It's really cheap. It was less than $4. And to start, I'm going to turn my towel the other way. Really doesn't matter because they're both the same. They're the same on both sides. So I'm going to, I had purchased 2 towels because I thought one towel wouldn't make it big enough, but I think this is going to be plenty big. And so you want to make sure it's folded in half. And you want to draw on your design. I'm just going to use a piece of charcoal. You can use a Sharpie, or if you have a fabric pen or something, anything, or you can just eyeball it. And you want to make sure you have a seam allowance too. So you want to draw to where you want your seam allowance. So I'm going to fold this in half because I want it to be the same on both sides. And I'm going to draw it. Maybe like that. I wonder if that'll be. Yeah. I think right there, that'll be good. And I'm going to fold it this way, and you want to use some really good fabric scissors to trim this off. And I got these fabric scissors at Hobby Lobby for $2, and they're great. They've worked great for me. I have some really nice Fiskars somewhere, but I don't know where they're at. And then you're just going to cut out your towel very slowly, very carefully. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because I want to make sure it's uniform all the way around on both sides. Okay, so I cut it out, and I just want to let you know that terry cloth leaves a mess behind when you cut it up. It leaves these little bits everywhere. So you might want to have your vacuum cleaner ready, which I do not. And so you can't really see how I have them cut out right now, but that's okay. So I'm going to open it all the way for a minute and then fold it in half long way. And so this area in the middle right here, this will be the bottom. will be the bottom of the, let me turn it this way. This will be the bottom of the pillow. So what I'm going to do with that is going to become my hole that I'm going to stuff my stuffing in, and then I'll be able to cover that with the black felt. I just want to make sure it's adequate. Yeah, so just want to cut like a hole out just to put your stuffing in, and then this area will be covered with the felt, so when you sew it up, you can sew it real rough like. Okay, so now all we have to do is take our white thread and sew around here. I chose these chenille needles because I thought they might be the best to sew up a towel with. Oh, here's the opening right here. And I'm going to use a bigger one just because I have a hard time threading these things. And then I just got a little spool of white thread. And a brand new spool of thread, if you find a little notch right here and pull, like, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the little notch? And you pull the sticker up, you'll see that's where your thread will start. I'm like not even showing that to you. Okay, now I have it sewn all the way around, from like all the way around the triangle. So now I'm going to pull it through here and turn it right side out. Be very careful, you don't want to tear the hole for the stuffing anymore. Then, so there it is. And then we take our stuffing and just start filling up the pillow to our desired fluffiness. Okay, so now I have it good and stuffed. We're gonna take this and sew that up. Okay, so we can do this real roughly because this is going to be covered up with our felt anyway. Just want to stitch it up. Okay, now that's sewn up real good, and I've got it nice and secure. So I'm going to take my felt and this is going to be the front of my pillow. So I'm going to, since this is the front of my pillow, I'm not going to cover the back quite as much. Well, I mean, I could use 2 pieces of felt, but I'd rather it be a little more seamless. So I'm going to kind of just figure out where I want this to sit on my onigiri, and then I'm going to take black thread and sew it in place. And I'll show you this thread also. Like this is the end where the little notch is. So you peel the sticker off, and there is the beginning of the thread. Hopefully you can see that. This is just to show y'all, for those who might not necessarily know that. So the way I'm going to start this is I'm going to go ahead and thread my needle as close to the corner as I can get it onto the side that's going to be pillow down, and pull that through there. That way that little extra bit of thread isn't sticking out. And then I'm just going to kind of thread it on here and sew it in place. You could also use fabric glue, but I want this to be really, really sturdy. So, and it's black. It's not going to show that bad. Then I'm going to go all the way around my felt. I realized the whole time I was filming this, I had the camera too close and you couldn't see the detail. You'll see it at the end because I'll put a picture, but so this is the nori that I've sewn on them. And now I'm going to take my puff paint and draw on some little features. But before I do that, because it's a new tube of paint especially, I like to make sure that it's coming out smoothly. There we go. So we're going to give them, and this could be a nose or a mouth. And then his eyes. There he is. Hello. And then we have to let that dry for 24 hours.